As if fate were playing tricks, the wind at this moment is even more violent, with small shards of ice mixed in the wind, striking the child and leaving clear, mottled bloodstains on him. The larger cuts are bleeding more, and the blood slides down his frail arms and onto the ground. It blends into the ice and snow, scattering like a mandrake blooming in hell. Strangely, it exudes a contradictory and eerie beauty. The child, braving the biting cold wind, struggles to lift his head and looks up at the mountain hut at the highest point, his eyes filled with resentful determination.
I will climb up there. I will become the strongest.
Taking a short break, the child continued to crawl forward. His hands, already frozen red, once again sank deep into the snow, and some of the snow that had filled his worn-out shoes had melted by now. The snow had formed thick ice around his tender toes. He felt that his limbs no longer belonged to him. He was completely numb from the cold. His current body was solely moving forward through sheer willpower. Finally, he climbed up inch by inch, and as his fingertips touched the wooden door on top of the mountain, the door opened. He was taken inside by the owner of the house. Inside the house stood several venerable elders with an air of immortality, and the surging true energy in their bodies awakened the nearly unconscious child. The child's clothes were tattered, resembling those of a street beggar, and he was so weak from injuries and cold, having endured hunger for too long. His body was covered in bloodstains, and it was hard to believe he could survive. The child, in a daze, looked at the spotlessly clean Taoist robes of the elders and managed to utter his final words with his last bit of strength.
Please, immortal, take me in.
After a violent fit of coughing, the child suddenly spat out a mouthful of black blood and completely lost consciousness.